Is this thing working? Hey, all right. This is Eli Prinsen. I'm the lead vocalist for The Sacrificed, and I'm also a vocal coach, for those of you who did not know. I developed the hybrid vocal technique voice training program, and that is specifically tailored, if you will, for rock, metal, and power metal singers. I developed this system because there are a lot of really good vocal coaches out there that I've learned from, all right? But a lot of what you're seeing out there is kind of, in a way, geared more towards R&B and pop. There's a lot of head voice teaching out there, and that's fine, all right? There's head voice and mixed voice and things like that, which are great, and I'm going to teach you how to do that too if you come to me. But a lot of these teachers kind of shy away from showing you how to extend the range of your real voice, okay? They might have you start transitioning much sooner at the bottom of your range into a mixed, lighter production, all right? But anybody that sings rock might not be pleased with these results, all right? I teach how to extend your range, the same range that you're talking in, to sing with more oomph, all right, or with more, you know the word, okay? I'll give you a brief example, and if it distorts out, it's because it's going through my simple little webcam right here, all right? But have you ever been singing, if you're a beginner, or maybe, you never really took lessons, and you got a good voice and all, but there's some songs that are just right out of your range, all right? So when you're singing them, next thing you know, the part's coming up, and then all of a sudden you get scared and you don't try to hit it, so you fake it in falsetto, and you don't feel good about that because you don't really want to do that, but you feel like you have to because you can't hit the note, and then your audience might be like, yeah, because they know that you just rigged it and faked it too. I'll give you an example. Say you were singing the Star Spangled Banner or something. You were like, oh, the land of the... And you got scared and you went, free. Or maybe your falsetto was good, and you're like, of the free, or whatever, all right? People are like, oh, okay. What if you could hit that note with power? Oh, the land of the free! Wouldn't you like to be able to do that? Same voice you're talking in, just with a lot of power and strength and raw energy. People would be like, whoa, I can show you how to do that. I can show you how to do that. All right, do you hear my voice? Do you hear how low my voice is? All right? I'm not like one of these singers, that you hear during an interview and they're like, oh yeah, well, I've been touring the country and all that. And you know why they can sing high, because they were born with a high voice. All right? People that have heard me sing are like, dude, how do you do that? And there's no arrogance or pride about me being like, oh yeah, I'm an awesome vocalist, and yeah. No, man. I had to scratch and claw and fight for every octave that I earned. All right. I started singing when I was probably 17, 18 years old, and I quickly realized I couldn't hit all the notes. I had a 2-octave range. I had no range. Okay. When I'd get up to a certain point, maybe you're doing this if you're a beginner and you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'd get up to a certain point, and it seemed like I was just shouting. I was just yelling, ah, because I couldn't go any higher. All right, and I didn't have a good fake voice to even pretend. I didn't have a good falsetto. Like some people have these, good Bee Gees sounding, oh yeah, it's fake, but they sound decent. Mine's not good. All right, and I didn't want to do that. I always hated that. I'm like, no, my favorite singers can sing high and powerful. There's got to be a way to do this, and there is, and there was. So I sought out some instruction, and I found a master voice teacher. Okay, He taught me how to extend this range. Okay, I got lucky. I didn't start out with a bad experience like a lot of singers do, and they give up on coaching, okay, and instruction. They give up on it because they show up. The teacher would say, well, you're a baritone. You're going to have to find songs that match your range. The notes start from here into here, and you need to work with those songs. Does that sound familiar to any of you out there? If it does, I'm really, really sorry. All right. If you hear me talk, you can tell, hey, I don't sound like I just inhaled helium. I have a low voice, but I can sing very high. If you've ever heard The Sacrifice, you know that I can hit high notes, I can hit low notes, okay? I'm not stuck in the world of the baritone, even though if I sang classical, I probably would sing baritone, all right? But that's not my thing. If that's your thing, awesome, man, be true to yourself, do what you do. But not to be long-winded, I just wanted a few of you out there to get to know me a little bit. There's lots of excellent vocal coaches out there. You've got Jamie Vendera, Roger Love, Jim Gillette, Al Cohen. There's a lot of them out there, okay? And I highly recommend them. But if you want to learn certain things, or if you've learned from all of them, or you've purchased their courses, that's great. All right, I've learned from some of them guys. Okay, they're awesome. I teach a lot of the same techniques, but I have a few techniques that you probably never heard before. I've learned some really obscure things. I've learned a lot of techniques that some people don't use. All right. But I incorporate them with traditional things. So some of my lessons may be similar to what you've heard before. I may just have a different approach to them. What I like to do is to take exercises, instead of having you do lessons for an hour, why not kind of formulate the lesson to where the exercise gives you, instead of you working one part of your voice, maybe you want to work 3 parts in one exercise. Okay, in certain ranges, develop certain parts of your voice. Okay, make it more efficient. All right, so instead of wearing yourself out while you're working one part of your voice, why not give yourself a good workout? All right, a good training, but make it more efficient. Apply it to more parts of your voice all at once. Okay, it does take dedication. It takes a little bit of time, but I have students emailing me all the time, very excited, about the improvements that they're seeing. They're learning things about their voice, because I don't just tell them what to do, I'll tell them what not to do, to take care of their voice. I love to help people, all right? So if you want to become my student, just order my course, all right? After that, I'm there for you. Email me, message me, whatever. If I'm online, I have no problem with helping you. I'll take the time to do it because I care. All right? Because I love what I do. I love singing in the Sacrificed. I love singing in the car. I love singing in the shower. I love singing while I'm working. I love to teach. I love it. Okay? I know what it was like to want to learn as a young man. I remember wanting this knowledge so bad because I wanted to do more with my voice. I wanted to create. I had so much in here and in here, but I didn't have it in here. All right? Someone had to teach me, and now I want to teach you.